Muru Muru? Anti-air crouch fierce from that deep? Imagine your character being that strapped for options that you gotta sweep in this game. Oh, a little early. Oh, that was still a whip punish. No link from that far out, I don't think. Alex said I cancel on that stand strong, but he didn't believe. Again, no link from that far out. What's up with this cannon and full screen fireballs? Oh, that hit too high. He had to link straight into super when he landed. Otherwise, he had no link at all, I think. Easy parry, easy parry. With this lag. Jump strong as an anti-air? That's low risk. But it's not very fast. If your jump strong gets parried, you're not even in danger. And if you get hit, you're also not in danger. You just eat the air normal and that's that. Nice deep anti-air EXDP. Doing even a few of those gets people doing empty jump parry. This makes you a lot safer against their jumps. Next hit could stun, if it's after a parry or something. Vera's probably after this actually. Hey. I feel when no soft natch on. Oh, that was it. That was a failed super, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it was. Could have been failed EX knee, I suppose. It'd make the most sense. He got I think he was trying to do medium kick into super, and he got the super motion release medium kick, which gave him the medium knee. My best guess. All of Alex's supers, I shouldn't say all, but Super 2 and Super 3 are both with punch. Well, Super 1 is with punch as well. But Super 2 and Super 3 are both quarter circle, quarter circle. Oh. That's probably a pun on Alex. Man, that fucking sleeper hold sucks. You can't get 1 and 2 hits against anyone. You do more stun just doing the backdrop. The thing about second impact is that any throw can be done in any direction. Or in either direction, I should say. Because second impact had 1 button throws. So the throw animation was based on which button you hit, and the throw direction was based on whether you were holding back or forward. That lag. Oh, this is big. That was super to kill. The spiral DDT. The reads. That's unsafe, I think. Back fierce. Oh, okay. That was almost a really big comeback. And then wake up super. That was blocked. He lost. That is an invincible super though. It's shitty, but it's invincible. That is one of its functions. Nice knee drop. 1 hit only, you get knee drop. Oh, this looked like they both did it. Nice, wake up stomp. That's not airborne, but I think it might be unthrowable. Whereas it is airborne, but it's not airborne frame 1. There's something about wake up stomp that makes it redeeming. I think he might have already had the mash though. I don't actually know. I've only played a second impact a few times. I don't know if they didn't notice or if they just didn't care. Or what. Or if it was deliberate. It's hard to call. But yeah, it was a consequence of the way that the throws worked in Second Impact. I think that he's the only one like that, though. Both Elena and Ibuki have a kind of weird distinction of only having a single throw animation for a neutral throw, back throw, and forward throw. Elena's is kind of weird because her neutral throw throws the opponent behind her, but holding forward throws him in front. Compared to Ibuki, where she's got the exact same like throw, but the neutral throw throws the opponent forward. They were really inconsistent about who had neutral throws, who had forward throws, and who had... Well, I mean, everyone has a back throw, but like, you know, the way that different throws work just basically goes to the character. Unfortunately, 12 can get hit out of his invisibility fairly easily. Ooh, the low TC. So usually you see, you only see it after particular things, particular knockdowns. Anti-air EX needle and super, and well, I think any EX needle might work. No, not a bad punish. 12 can still win. It's actually not even that hard. Never mind. Sonic Kya? Is that a punish? Looked like it. I'm sure Alex can punish with Stand Strong. And by I'm sure, I mean I'm not sure. Far forward is probably too far. It's Stun Gun Alex! They just hit it! Oh fuck. What important punish does that get? And or is he just memeing? Is he gonna wake up Stun Gun Headbutt on a predicted command grab? That would be kinda cool actually. If he was using Stun Gun as like a Karakusa read. I kinda like that. Ah, that's sad. Alex is a sad character. Medium kick might have got far medium kick there, and medium punch just whiffed on Makoto's tiny body. He had to go raw EX chop probably. One of many reasons Super 2 is good. Oh, he's doing it. He did it. He did it. He got the read. Oh, that was based. He really was using Stun Gun as a Karakusa read. Stomp can still work at high level, but it basically requires you to use... You have to be like countering specific things. Such as meaty throw. And or Karakusa. Such as a predicted fireball. Still does that, and that's occasionally useful. Even in online edition, the character ports just didn't show off the colors chosen. Yeah, he got more than he should have, no doubt. I'm just saying a good Alex still uses Stomp, it just usually, you know, doesn't work against a good opponent. Very deep, close, slow forward. He probably had a command grab after that if he wanted one. EX Stomp's only -3, I think. I think they're all -3. EX Stomp will never ever cross up, so you can always parry forward. Ooh, that might have been a OS parry. It's me. Okay. Low parry throw. Imagine going for a low parry and that's the best you can do. What's that EX Stomp? I don't like it. One parry only. It's just third strike. most recent East versus West war. This is dire. It was a 50-50. He had to guess the initial parry direction right and then parry whatever you canceled into, which was almost certainly an EX fireball or EX uppercut. I think they would have a constant parry timing. I don't think you'd need to read which one it was. Almost always I have people try to parry me or kill me with the fireball. Fun fact, if you parry a red fireball from Ryu, it's actually 0 on parry, even if you're point blank. That being said, if you do low forward fireball and the opponent parries then throws, they'll throw you out of your fireball before it can even come out. Which DP doesn't have that weakness. Pow. Nice. Abdul. It's a tiny U. What does it mean? Oh yeah, overheads and lows. That's how we play this game. You see how that light chop missed on Makoto? That does that on certain small characters for their reeling block, like turboxes. And it actually makes Alex's frame data a lot worse. Like light chop on block is like -2 or whatever. Whatever it happens to be, I don't know the number. -1. Somewhere in that territory. But light chop on whiff, you're just still using the block stun of the low forward. Okay, nice reset. I got the deep overhead, and she's done. Super? Yeah, this was dizzy again, I think. What went wrong? I've never seen that whiff like that. It was perfect. He did the light super. And he was very close, and it was a corner Makoto. What the hell just happened? That combos, he got the cancel. That was medium or heavy chop, followed by light super. He must have just been a hair too far away. That was super duper weird. That'll re-dizzy. I don't know if it'll re-dizzy Makoto. It re-dizzies most characters. If they're stunned and you do heavy chop into super. Oh, that was it. He was parrying, I think. Or maybe just, you know, trying to delay his button to get it to whiff. Or to get Remy to not parry it. That jab. Nice little tick, but Remy jumped out. Wednesday Night Fights only has third strike once every 2 weeks. And this week is not one of those weeks. I'll be there next week. Nice. Decent damage anti-air. It's not super duper strong, but you know, getting a combo anti-air at all is pretty cool. Oof. Hi. Oh, that cross under was so good. He had jumped fierce to get a combo. Oh. Oh. Shemi's playing well. Alex didn't even need to parry. Why'd he do that? Needless risk, in my humble opinion. Oof, that's invincible. He has flash kicks. From what I can tell, it's a fairly functional reversal. Even the regular flash kick's alright. Needing charge sucks though. Yeah, I was gonna say EX / elbow ×2 is probably gonna clean this out. I don't think Remy can punish it with super. It's too far away, I think. Ooh. He actually has a parry there. Alex has to parry a lot in this matchup to even function. Alex has to parry to get in, and he doesn't get rewarded for those parries. Oh! You can do a mid-combo dash there before the flash kick, but it depends on the height of the jump fierce initial connect, and also it requires a partition. I think doing the flash kick does more damage than the cold blue kick, but don't quote me. So if you're going to do one or the other, do the flash kick. Cold blue kick probably has better corner carry. He's trying to catch a button there with that delayed super. Kind of cool, actually. Cool. He parried again on the way down, I bet. The way he did nothing. The way he took the throw as soon as he landed. Wake up OS, or wake up Cartho. Wake up, walk in, car throw. Oh, that's nice. Sheen. Is this really how you play Yon? It's a nice whiff punish. I don't like that dive kick. He could have gotten fucked up for that. I don't know what the fuck a hex shot is. Or a dark Makoto. I don't like he was going for jump-ins after these Gine activates. Look at Iori back there. That's not Yang, that's Iori. Oh. Cute. Random super here is actually not horrible for Alex. It's his best hope of beating that. And he's got a decent shot of hitting Yun coming in. That being said, Yun's got a decent shot of hitting him during his motion. I did not see that. I haven't been watching most of the trailers. I haven't actually seen the fucking G-Max, whatever bullshit, Dynamax. Even once. Ooh, there you go. A parry first, to give him a little bit of time to do the motion during the parry stop. High IQ, big brain, Alex player. Q. I think it's okay that they want to change things between each game, but like, I feel it's kind of silly that like the way that Z moves, the way that Megas worked, and then the way Z moves worked, and the way this thing works. Feels like they're all very redundant. I like Z moves as an idea. I guess I like Megas as an idea, but they were kind of bad about it. I think most Megas look stupid, but I like most of them anyway. There are only like a few Megas I think are legitimately good looking. Although I like almost all of them. Like Mega, what's it? Mega Manetric. That thing looks dumb as fuck, but I like it. But it looks bad. Mega Aerodactyl, kind of like it. Looks horrible. It's already punishable. You don't need to parry it. He probably could have got something a lot better with a parry. Heavy chop. That's already what Megas were. It's not enough. Even with Super, it wasn't enough. This is like hardly even a comeback, to be honest. Even with the health differential, I like Alex most of the time here. This will kill. He had to go for the red. Dorai. Oh, too far. I think it looked early too. Ooh, very nice. That's all three. This is now pretty... This is going to be a nice slow match for Hugo to win. That might have been a heavy. That'd be kind of cool. Slapped into Super in general would be kind of cool. Yes, Q has to do the taunts every round. They reset. Also, the taunts improve your defense, not your HP. So, if you've got low HP, the taunts pay off less than if you've got high HP.
あ、でもあるよ。全然ある。味はあるでしょ。あるの？あるでしょ、味は。うわー、マジ？
With all the worst normals, that jump back short, he could have picked like jump medium kick to just kill. I think even on the jump away that would have hit. Oh, got him? Yeah. That's a one frame parry post freeze. Oh, that was pretty daring. Jump jab already before the freeze and that hit. It's unfortunate. He could have gotten something a lot better. Oh no, cancel on the look close forward. That was a confirm. A little early on the SPD maybe. This is a slugfest. This keeps playing well though. Even with the stun, this isn't that bad. Oh, that's a terrible. He thought he was gonna get parried. Or blocked rather. This could happen. Still like a heavy SPD or more of HP on Q. Yup. Oh, he got it. That was a big comeback. He had to get rid of so much health on Q. Q sucks, man. This isn't even that bad of a matchup. This is probably pretty close to fair. It might actually be in Q's favor. I don't know. I can see it being in Q's favor. Q getting the taunts off pretty easily is nice. Double? You went just same fierce for the second one. Oh, very cool. Good charging. You got that anti-air overhead dash. That's kind of true. They can both taunt together. Q's taunt's a bit faster and it makes a bigger difference, but both of them can taunt pretty well against each other. Q also has better full screen presence than Hugo. So if you're bad with your taunt as the Hugo, Q can dash punch you. Nice slow matchup right here. Almost everyone calls it Remy's favor, but it's one of those matchups where Remy has to not fuck up. This is a very consistent Remy though. That was actually still a juggle state. He could have got hit by anything on the way down. I don't know if Remy could have made it over there in time, but it would have. There was still juggle potential left. It would have been like dash in normal, I bet. Ooh. Probably blockable. First hit actually whiffed. Very, very bad punish on that. Pretty sure he could have killed with something that wasn't a throw. The anti-air low strong into flash kick to catch someone parrying the low strong. That's kind of neat. Unfortunately, it made him a lot more minus once the low strong hit. That's an idea of respect I talk about every now and then. That's all 3 taunts, baby. The screen shakes, the taunt got off. You have to gauge in third strike how good your opponent's parries are and where they're going to be doing them. If I'm fighting at 8-8, I'm pretty confident that they're not even going to go for anti-air parries at all. Or jump-in parries, rather. So I can just go for my anti-airs with impunity. But if I'm fighting like a kind of good opponent, like if I want to do like, you know, let's say I'm Remy, if I want to do like anti-air low strong into flash kick, that's not very good against someone who's just going to get hit by the low strong. But it's great against someone who's going to get hit by the, or they're going to block the low strong and eat the flash kick. Or probably low strong and eat the flash kick. And then it's not very good again against someone who parries both. You have to gauge stuff like that, because it's not like most people won't go for a jump in parry at all, and the ones that do won't go for jump in double parry almost ever, because jump in double parry loses to like if they only do one hit anti-air. Or I shouldn't say it loses, but like it doesn't win. You have to actually know like what your opponent would reasonably be doing and what they'd be capable of. He takes less damage. It makes his health functionally higher.
あいって痛いよね。
His health percentage remains constant as the life bar.
さあ体力バー的にはいい勝負なんだけど、これ実はね
So like, you know, if you've only got 5% HP left, 5% of 1200 and 5% of 2100 are pretty close together. But they're a lot closer than like 100% of 1200 and 100% of 2100.
何あ釣られた
Should be GG? No, he's got some...
後ろ投げ
he had some taunts, so I don't think there could have been a kill there, but
アッパー
I feel like there should have
アッパー
been
ですけど
a super in the punish somewhere.
いってー
Not that Remy's super combos are even that strong. It would have been like walking close forward super. Or just low strong super. Oh, where'd it go? Key special moves are not bad either. It's his movement and his normals that are really horrible.
うんもういやだって6はいないからね、うってなってるよね。あちょっと安いね。
Oh,
普通に大勝利で良かったですね。これね
that super caused him to lose some hits of his uppercut. And also threw away a bunch of meter.
そうそうそうそう。
Kuma's meter is not precious. Even though supers can be used in a relatively intelligent way, they're either really hard to find the context to land them, or they're, like, you know, not actually adding that much damage. Trouble linking things. Everyone in this game has trouble linking things. Q has, like, bad hitboxes. His normals are slow, very few of them cancel. They hit at ranges where they're not super duper useful. And they don't have any sort of mix-up built into a lot of them.
あ裏行っちゃったね。まずい端は。
Even if you're 100% consistent at jab reset KKZ,
マジ早いんだよね。そうこのキャラ
you don't get that many light tatsus. You know what I mean?
マジで早い。びっくりする。
Oh, that was
昇竜拳
weird looking.
あ熱波打ちたかった。
Could have been a lot better. Throw is like a very halfway option after a parry. Oh, that's good. Throw starts really fast. It's 3 frames in this game. Oh.
あーっと突進。
No, most people don't even know like anything about Forward Strike. I doubt good players have even put much time or effort into it.
続きまして出てきたのはひも男爵さんですね。兄ちゃんです。言っておりました。
Q has a weirdly hard time stopping Aura from dashing in. It's like poking far forward and low forward are like his best options. Oof.
あーっと連突をばらしていく。
If that's blocked, Aura can super jump to safety. Or if it's even parried. But if you're invincible, you just, you know, beat whatever Q does. Chipping Aura out is not so easy. Because he ducks the straight dash punch. You're best off chipping him out with slaps or something. Which is not easy because he's better than you up close. It's not a good matchup for Q. Didn't take a throw on that jump in. He just saw it for what it was. As a punish. He's punished both of these taunts, but they've still been net good for Q. Just has to watch out for that stun bar. Oh, that could have been it. Okay. You whiff a normal, then you do the sweep. And then the lingering stones from the normal launch the opponent. He did that wrong. There's no shame in chipping people out, but it's dangerous in this game. A lot of things that are good chip outs, if they happen to read you and parry, you'll get fucked up. Like there's no way to save them. Rare exceptions. It's special moves that, you know, do chip damage. Very cool. Very, very cool. And like your opponent knows your best chip out options. If I'm the Oro, I know that if Q's like, you know, next to me, he's gonna really be trying to land some slaps. Went for the red. Red parry would have led to a super. Clap, clap super or something. Very nice.
ね。言ってますよ。明太子を作ってよかったって。明太子を作ってよかった。本当だ。作ってよかった。ガッポガッポやぞ。
Neat. Cool punish. You don't see that normal very often in this game because it's got not a great hitbox and not a not good speed or anything. But there it was going to be a punish, so it didn't matter. And it does quite good damage and stun. I need to have a combo there. Pretty much you only get combos after claps. So other ones, but you know that's the meat of it. It's post clap stuff. Otherwise it's just normals. Very nice. There's a good jump. I like Huey here a lot. Never mind. He's dead. Can Takahashi's pulled this even? I think key players hate this matchup. Pretty sure. This is like the character with some of the worst hitboxes versus the character with some of the best hitboxes. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bi-weekly Wednesday night fights. Decent punish. The scratch wheel actually lost a hit. Classic Elena. No RTC. Whatever he was anticipating. That didn't even combo. Get out of here. What the fuck was that? He didn't need the EX for the second one. Character specific Elena combos? I don't know them. That's super cool. I have a theory that in any group of people there's exactly an even number of people who like olives and people who hate olives. Let's test that right now. Who here likes someone who hates them? I've only done commentary for Wednesday night fights for Third Strike. That car throw. Low parry on wake up. You might as well go for reads every time. Well, we got already a nice variety. I think Olive's bad is winning. I should do a straw poll. What's this? What are these rhino horns? Selena movement is really wacky. Doing whatever the fuck he wants. Most people there at the event could be made much better Third Strike players with very little effort. These videos are on GameSpot Versus, which is a Japanese YouTube channel for a Japanese arcade. Jump light kick to a dash under. Jump air normal strength affects how far the opponent gets thrown in this game. So an air light leaves them pretty close, and an air heavy leaves them like full screen. It's a nice system. SF4 and SF5 did not keep it. The pushback is very low in SF5 after air airs in general. Yeah, that Necro could have beaten me on like a good day. He was like good enough. I know when we actually played in tournament I won like 5 of the 6 games we played. But like his ability to win it all means he could have won the whole thing. I know some Japanese. Not a lot. I could probably wrestle my way through a small conversation.
で、続きまして、コニタンお願いします。コニタン。
コニタン。
お、つけてなかった。よいしょ。続きまして、コニタンです。この組み合わせも、コンボが高い系です。
これは肘が5回ぐらい入るんですね。
肘はね、入んないんだよ。
あ、肘入んないんだ。
うん、けど投げの後に、ムーンより減るんじゃないかな。
そんなコンボあったっけ？
弱ムーンぐらいは減ってんじゃねえかな。
Necro was playing like he actually played the game. He did. He wasn't like super. He was playing third strike, but he wasn't playing like optimal Necro. Necro's an easy character to like learn how to do wrong. Not that he was playing wrong. He just like Necro gets simplified the better he gets, if you know what I mean. He was too active, and a good Necro is more passive, and I don't mean that like defensive. He wouldn't confirm a lot of his stuff though. Like an anti-air parry isn't always a confirm. It depends on what time you get the parry. I could exploit that next time. I could just do my air normals later, and if he's going for anti-air parry, then I'll be able to block the low forward after, or the back forward after I land, and then I'll be able to punish the medium spin hook or parry it or whatever. I could just parry the medium kick. Oh, I didn't get the cool juggle. The meter build was a lot better actually. That was like rare greed in this game. Yeah, I'm good at that. It's like, it's not very impressive. Unfortunately, one of the things I'm best at third strike is very visually unimpressive. I'm really good at figuring out when people are looking for their defensive parries or their offensive parries, and then moving my attacks to a different position relative to those parries. So people will go for aggressive parries against me and just not get them. I'll attack them in the recovery of it, or I'll attack them in the start, like, you know, at a different direction. Most players who are good at third strike can do that pretty easily. But like all I'm doing is removing parries from the game, which makes it not as interesting from a spectator's perspective. Most famous player I beat in a set. I beat what's his name? Mester in a first two. However, we played 3 more games and he won all 3 of them in a row. I would have won if it was tournament. Most famous doesn't mean a lot in third strike, unfortunately. I played like 4 or 5 GGPO warriors who were better than most of the names I've beaten. I guess I play better in casuals, I don't know. I had oh, he dropped it! I had a 4th of July barbecue. But really, I just hosted the house, and all my friends did the cooking. Cool. Those are extra easy on Q because he's big. You can actually just do like 6 heavy fireballs in a row if you want to. I've only played Jair Rodriguez 4 times ever, and I was just running into him in ranked in online edition. And I think I lost all 4. He's no joke, but I'm not very good at the matchup. I've only played like one good Akuma ever, and it was him.
コンボはあんなね頑張んなくていいから、タックル大パンでいいから。
そうなんですよ。特に無理して何かやれっていうわけでもないんですよ。
そう。
ただそれをやるだけで十分強いよっていう。
And by that I mean he's the only Akuma who can beat me, but he was beating me like every time. Beat me in a long set, I mean.
俺もね、ユリアン使えばよかった。
ユリアン使えばよかった。
すげえ苦労してるもん今。
苦労してるユリアンを使わなかったばっかりに。
そう。こんなしんどい思いするんだったら楽にユリアン
Remember when Goki's okay?
サクッと行きたかった。
Did he beat me? I don't remember.
サクッと
I don't remember there being a power gap.
ダッシュ投げ。
そうこれ意外とねユリアンの
I think he was pretty good. He was like as good as I was.
あれはなんか理由あるんですか？
めちゃくちゃ速いわけじゃない。
Oh yeah, that was the one where I like lost 5 in a row right at the start, and then went 9, 9, 10.
ダッシュの距離が。
That was rust.
フレーム自体はそんな速くないんだけど。
Every time I play nowadays, it's
そう
rust.
そうそうそうそうそうそうそう。
Old man Bath.
これです。ヘッドから後ろに投げて。
Cool.
さーっと言ってる間に忍さんが、あ、これはジス。
That difficult situation right there. You gotta go for something that like no one would ever do, which is like parry into throw tech into more parries. He could have done parry into throw tech into block.
最強キャラ多くないですか？ですね。なんかあれだよね。ちょびっとだけマジレスすると。
What's your god just says whatever fucking makes people discuss him.
最強キャラっているからね。
That time was no exception.
チュンリー全然最強じゃないけどさ、ダッシュ投げできるユリアン最強だからね。そう。
そういうことなんですよ。
チュンリーはね難しいんですよ。難しいけど使えたら。
Teabagging isn't even a thing.
チュンリーのそのなんつうんだろう。そのモビルスーツをちゃんと動かせる性能がないと。
I'm kind of surprised that needle didn't hit the mirror.
なるほど。
Oh.
ユンとかもそうですよね。なんか適当にやってると、なんかペラペラでさ、すぐ死んじゃうし。
すげえ出るじゃん。
Air axe is like a thing that's easy to forget 12 has.
そうそうそうそう。
Probably safer than ground axe for chipping people out.
すげえこのキャラってなるんだけど。
ただの無敵時間でしかないですよ。
そう。
本当に。
ちょっとできるようになるともうユンも強いんだけどね。
That all combos.
コン
tight
ボ
though.
を覚えなきゃいけないっていうところがちょっとネックかな。
そうだね。
スタートは。
コンボ大変だしね、いっぱいあるから。
なんかキャラによってちょっと変わったりするじゃん。そこがあれだよね、めんどくせえ。
How strong was a weird button to hit there?
こいつ
Oh,
は
he's
もう
dying.
端だったら全キャラ安定のしゃがみ大パン、タックル大パンが。
これこそ無敵時間なんじゃないですか。
これはやばい。ガチです。
Here and there, 12 has a weird hitbox. He has a low profile hitbox for his forward and back walk. In juggles, he's a bit weird, but not especially weird. Standing, he's fairly ordinary. Crouching, he's also fairly ordinary. If anything, I think he's got kind of a tall crouch. Cool!
なんかさ、決め打ちしてさ、あ、もう見えねえからしゃがんでよとか考えてたら。
The juggle on 12 is unusually tight for Oro's chicken combo. I can't tell if it's as tight as the Shoto one. The Shoto one is like 2 frames. I'm pretty good at it just because the sheer number of Shotos. Gives me lots and lots of practice. I played a little bit of fighting EX Layer, but not against a human, so no.
オラかかってこいよっつって。そうすると行く瞬間に走ってこられて。でピカーンって言って。
Nice. He had a punish there. I guess he was being timid in case it was. You can just, if you get that initial parry, you can. Well, it depends. If you already parried a second time pre-freeze, you can just wait to see whether you get the second parry and then OS throw. If you didn't parry freeze, you just shift over to block after the parry and then do OS throw. And either way, if it's a light mirror that Urian does, you'll throw him out of it. But if it's an EX mirror, you'll block it or parry it, depending on what you did pre-freeze. Funnest trials, probably KOF13, I guess. That game has extremely great trials.
安全っぽい置き攻めですね。
さあこの安全運転モード
Nice.
赤取られたら
Getting the red parry on that is a little random, but very easy.
前出てきますからねブロッキングでああやばいやばいと
減るよ
Nice.
しっかり肘まで入れてもう
I did not hear that about Zero.
これです。
もう一枚
見てこの減り2回
9割5分
2回です。おすすめだよね。
これは今からサードをやろうっていう
マジ当店の一押し。
Cool.
ぴったりの
EX might have stunned.
一押しのキャラ
一押しです。
なん
He just did like, oh, he got the red.
あ
8だから抜けたー。
ー
That was actually risky from Ibuki. If she didn't mash that, I think she was still safe. Even with that horrible screen position. But because she mashed 5 reps instead of 3,
俺にこのキャラを教えて
looking for the chip out,
それはやっぱり
she was a lot more unsafe. The red parry actually worked. That was pretty great. You don't see that very often. There we go. That's what he should have done to close it out last game. EXDP into OTC.
こっちだよって。
This is like over, honestly. Yuri needs to play perfect and be lucky with all his mix-ups
待って待って待って。
in order to prevent this fucking chip out super that he could do as soon as Ibuki
あー動くと
regains control.
大パー
That's another mirror.
3枚目
And he got all his mix-ups.
これなんです
A red parry is a parry out of block stun. I have no idea if Maximilian is good at third strike. He doesn't look good, but I haven't seen that much play.
そう
He looks okay. He looks like,
みんなそうなんだよ。
みんなそうなの
I don't know. If I was, if like Kuroda was like a fucking, maybe not Kuroda.
マジで
ね。
If top Japanese players were like a 10,
皆さん
I'd probably be somewhere around a 7. And Max would probably be like somewhere around a 3.
誰も夢見てませんよこんなの
半端じゃないですこのキャラは。
ああこっからあるよ
前風呂投げ中足タックル。
前風呂投げ
I've never played him though.
エイジス
肘
肘
タックル
そう終わり。
That dash shoe.
なんか難しいことありましたその間になんか難しいことありましたか
I would agree with that.
最強キャラですよこれほんま
Double DP? He didn't go for it. Maybe he did go for it. Maybe that works. Maybe you can do the towards medium kick TP there.
あうまい。
うまいね、角半だったね。
お
Oh, okay, it was the X mirror. So he had to block an OS throw, but he didn't block. He might have already committed after the parry.
出れません。
ーいいじゃんこんなの
汗1フレです。
とい
優
うことで
勝。
The X mirror is really fast.
チームは
It's like one frame.
P 側の勝利
で次、わさびさん。エキシビジョン。
エビせん食べてください
エビせんありますよ。エビせんじゃねえよ。明太せんだよ。
明太せんべい食べてくださいあざーす
大平さん、あざーす。
Justin? Justin's like, I don't know. Justin might be like an 8 or a 9.
出る。
Justin's no slouch. Justin's like one of the best third strike players in the West.
あ
The last time I saw him play was like not so long ago.
なんかさ
And he was so
ー、戦
good.
争だね。ノーリジャンプだけ。戦争だ。
Yurian's other essays are okay, but Mirror is like the best super in the whole game.
EX タックル
So why would you even fuck around with the other ones?
戦争です。
He's got like juggles and stuff into his other supers too. Super 1 I think doesn't juggle properly most of the time. Or it doesn't juggle in a very damaging way. Super 2 does,
醍醐味。
but it's like kind of picky.
約束事を全部守ってよねこの
It's not so difficult to get all the hits of Super 2 in a juggle, but it's also not so difficult to only get like one hit.
そうだね。忍さんは今教えてくれてるね。こうやるんだぞ最初はって。
Super 2, I wouldn't call it great. It doesn't help his neutral at all.
これだぞって。
It doesn't do a thing for his neutral, or like his anything, unlike his other two supers. But it does decent damage and good stun,
あるね。
and he can combo into it fairly easily. Oh, don't think he wanted that tackle.
あ、
からのあうまい
ね。
If you go for that kind of parry, It leaves you plus, but usually not able to punish.
前か下
That jab might have been a punish. I think it hit him midair,
あ最後富永さんじゃん
right? But Hugo could empty jump throw, so that kind of parry against that kind of jump in is risky.
頑張っただけ帰ってくるからああいうのも大丈夫らしいです
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, crouch hard punch is kind of slow, so it won't always get an ATR. Or it can do the same thing though. That's like one of Urian basically can't even land a crouch first without parries helping him out. It's unsafe on block.
さあ往復してあこれは厳しい
Nice.
早かったまあ前中キック重なってなかったけど
I'm pretty good at parrying out of that setup.
あ
I don't get it every time though.
ダッシュ投げで端
Nice. Almost no one does that, but it's like 0 risk. Oh, it didn't combo. Is he dead?
さあ無理すると死亡です
It was prior stun, right? Yup. You need a little bit of prior stun for this to kill.
きっちり EX ですねユリアンねやっぱブローアルタとこあそこ無理すると死ぬんすよね
Yeah, Aura can roundhouse it, I think. Or like heavy uppercut. Ooh. There, Makoto just punished with stand short. Most characters don't get a huge punish, some do.
うまい
Shadows can probably do like low
Nice
forward
guard
super.
ですエイジス出なかったかなダメだよきっちりあ富永さんが冷静モードです
Very difficult. Very difficult. Ace Mirror? No. See, that was it. That was parry and then pause throw.
最後でよかったのかな今の
Low forward fireball super usually doesn't even add damage.
前か下をやって
Yeah,
ダメ
there's damage scaling, and also
教えてくれた忍さんが
it can make the combo fall out in certain
最
contexts.
後まで教えてくれた
Like max range low forward won't always combo to a fireball, but it will always combo to Ryu Super 1 or Ken Super 3
なるほ
or
ど、ね、
Akuma Super 1.
最後は前か下じゃないよね見てから前だよねそう
ということで本日のおです
It doesn't give you any extra cancel timing either.
終わりだね
You've got to cancel the fireball like as it's coming out. Who's this? Sakura-chan? Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. That actually could have killed if Cody didn't mess up. I'm not even joking. Cody has an extra short guard bar in this game. That's because he has the ability to duck to dodge single hit attacks. Duck into the background. Whoa, where'd that come from? He does it automatically if you're blocking like single hit mids. Doesn't take any guard damage. There it was. Does it with fireballs too. Loses some chip. Anyway, Sakura like does lots of guard damage. So if she can like get him into a scenario where he has to block stuff over and over, it's like horrible. You're utterly fucked if your guard bar gets hit low in this game. If you've like been guard broken twice in the same round, things get really ugly really fast. In modern Street Fighter games, if you get stunned, your dizzy meter like gets longer. But in this game, if you get guard broken, your guard bar gets shorter. Oh yeah, you guys like Alpha 3? How do you guys feel about this combo? The jump strong or whatever it is isn't even doing any more damage than the jump light kicks. He could kill with the air throw right now. Oh, you dumb fuck. Favorite OST Street Fighter game? It might be 5. 5 has good music. Apart from that, probably... Can I say CVS2? Is that a Street Fighter game? Oh, you went for it too. Juggling with normals is better than juggling with special moves for most characters. So you see like normals into whiff specials to help time and to keep spacing. Favorite theme in 5? I kind of like G's right now. I really like Colleen's. Rashid's is an epic meme. Sakura's is nice. Scout's is good as always. I think I remember liking Falks a lot. Knife is bad because it's never around and you just lose it instantly. And it's not like it's that high. Cody already got stupid high damage on confirms. Like towards strong, stand strong, low fierce. Is that it? Yeah. That did a shit ton of damage with Cody. That did more damage than anything he could do with the knife. Cody loses too many of his best features with the knife. That's really the key. Towards strong is probably Cody's single best attribute in Street Fighter 4. And with the knife it's just gone. Better like confirms, whatever. Jerry's theme is one of the only bad themes in Street Fighter 5. I don't even think it's that bad, I just don't like it nearly as much as I like a Street Fighter 4 version. I shouldn't even say version because it's basically a different song. It's not like the knife normals were bad. Far Strong is actually really abusive against a lot of characters. I remember someone, Ryan Hunter? There was like some Cody who talked about against Honda he would pick up the knife whenever he could. He was like, yeah, knife is really good here. Far Strong is like amazing for this matchup. But really, yeah, it's just Far Strong and Crouch Fierce. Cody's just generally good for him in this game, yeah. The taunt. No, taunts didn't do anything. There's a couple specific taunts that are different from the standard ones, and there's some rules with the taunts. You can only do so many per round, but I don't remember how many. Ryu does quarter circle forward taunt to get his fake fireball. And then Dan has a couple super taunts, which are useless in this game. Yeah, IRL anxiety bar. Nice counter activate and then drop combo. Oh. I think Cody rides this design a lot. I think Cody's got one of the better fighting game character designs for both the criminal and the mayor. But, I don't know. Despite being one of the most played characters at low level in every game he's been in, he's not very popular at high level. I think Cody hasn't really had a playstyle people like yet. The new SF3 update. Is there one confirmed? More characters, I guess. Game is in a decent place. I would like it to be more complex in some way, and I would like for pokes to be bigger. I would never say no to the roster getting larger. But the thing I've always wanted is just some way to add to the complexity. I've talked endlessly about what characters I want. Off the top of my head, I want Ingrid and her little fucking man posse. I want Adon. I want Elena. I want Remy. I want Oro, obviously. I want Necro. All these characters I'm listing, like, I'm almost at a point where it's like, you know, if they come to SF5, will they make it to SF6? Now that that's probably looming on the horizon, I kind of want to see who debuts in that. Yeah, Faye is one of the ones. Viper. Sedum would be fine. No, I mean Ingrid and Rook and or Luke. And Daisuke Dejima. Those two. Ingrid was supposed to be part of a team of 3 characters. But for whatever reason, Ingrid was the only one that made it into the game that got salvaged out of the game that she was going to be in. Dude, SF6 doesn't even exist. How are you asking about when it's going to be in the timeline? They can put it wherever. Oh shit, the July Omega Cup. I should talk to the people who actually play Omega. We'd probably have that tomorrow. I've heard a lot of people saying Shotos are dead in SF5, except Takuma. If we have a rebalance, I hope they do something to make Ryu and Ken. I don't know what. I guess better would be a start. It'll probably be around this time tomorrow. 6 PM PST, an hour prior. You could have canceled that. That was a combo. You didn't believe. Ironically, SF5 probably has the most differentiated Shotos of any Street Fighter. Oof. I definitely agree that Akuma's the best one by far, though. Oof, oof, oof. Not even an activate. It's not like he needs it. A lot of these attacks, Cody can't block because he'll get guard broken, then he'll be in an even worse position. So he blocked with his face right there. He like ate the jump around a sweep on purpose. Because blocking it, he would have been in like a block stun infinite. Well, not a block stun infinite, but like it would have been jump around a sweep times like until he was dead. Because that would have been enough to guard break him. On paper, V-skills are a very cool mechanic. I like about a third of them, if even. I don't like most V-skills. But the ones I do like are great. I love Akuma's V-skill. I love Guile's V-skill. Fantastic moves. Manats is fine. I like the ones where it's like a really core part of their gameplay. The 3 I just listed, it is. The shoe. Buki's is good. It's not great. If she could cancel into it, or if she had to juggle into it then out of it, or something like that. I don't know. I'd like it more. Eds. Yeah, I like Eds. I have the tiny gripe that his V skill and VT2 are kind of visually too similar, but functionally they're quite different. I like Juries a lot on paper. No, I like Juries a lot in general. I wish it increased your damage a little more, I guess. I wish having a V-skill stocked was a bigger deal. It is in some matchups, but not all of them. Yeah, there like isn't a way to make some V-skills good. Bacchus is pretty cool. Look at all that. The only way to get out of something like that is to alpha counter, which Sakura was out of meter, so she couldn't do it. That sweep was super weird. He got reset into it. Ooh. I think he's at a point where air throw kills. You can combo into an air throw here. Even with crazy high scaling, air throws still do pretty good damage. Chun-Li's like, I feel like Chun-Li's isn't good enough in neutral. But I like it a lot in combos. Well, it's basically only used in punishes. If she had some corner launch into it, that'd be kind of neat. I like that she can cancel into it. And I like that it's not just like the go-to every time she gets a cancel. I wish I guess if she did like V-skill into air legs, it had a radically different trajectory. Like if it was a lot safer. Or like she could do it a lot sooner in the jump or something like that. Lower height restriction. That would make it a lot better. It's functionally a jump, and the things that counter it are the same as the things that counter jumps. But it's like a worse jump, if anything. I like how they added a second attack to it. I think that's kind of cool. Sagat has an invincible DP in this game. Believe it or not, that's actually quite rare. There's no EX moves in this game, so every invincible reversal has to be meterless. All the shadows have one. Ryu Kanekuma. Sagat has one. Adon has one. It's like actually a pretty short list. That's not everyone, but like that's most of them. Second V skills is an idea I don't hate, but I hope that they don't. I'd rather have like characters with 2 useful V skills than 1 useful V skill. Like if they added a second V skill for Alex and it sucked, then he's still got no V skills. And if they add a good one, then he's just got 1 V skill, while everyone else has like 2. I'd like them to overhaul some V skills. They could add V skills too, but like I really want to just make sure everyone has at least 1. Or what I'm trying to say is I wish that was more defective stuff or less defective stuff in the game. I wish you had better invincibility on Vega's V skill and Blanca's. I feel like the neutral applications of those two are almost non-existent. The parry V skill is pretty good in some matchups, but near useless in others. It's nice when someone's charging an unblockable in your face or something. Abigail's charging a fierce. Or it's nice if you have like an opponent with a dive kick or something like that. But if you don't have something you can like react to with your reskill, it's useless. It's terrible to use in neutral. That's really the flaw of it. It's never worth the gamble of just using it raw. Ever. Vism is the most common pick for almost everyone, yeah. It's got the highest ceiling of all the isms. Love the struggle. Oh. It's Krug. Fake Fireball is something they forget they gave Ryu every game. The sub. How does Kirky have 23 months straight if he's disappeared for years? Is it not 23 months straight? Is it just 23 months total? Kirky, how did you do it? Sad. I would definitely bring... I feel like there's still a lot of holdover from when the input lag was worse in SF5. And now that they've made input lag a bit better, there are some things that are just too shitty now. Obviously, I want to point my finger at overheads, but also most fireballs. Most fireballs could stand to be a lot better in SF5. You got some that are good enough. Sagat's is alright. Gal's is quite good. Akuma's is pretty good. Best fireball is almost certainly Gal. Who else could it be? Ed's is neat, but it could be better. But it's interesting at least. I feel the same way for Kage. Sagat's could stand to be better. Ryu's and Ken's could definitely stand to be better. They're like too weak. Cody's is kind of cool. I like what they did to the X Fireball. It's actually really fun to play against and really fun to use. Ed's is kind of neat because you can dispel a fireball with it, then throw your own fireball. And you can fake it really easily. And just do the Toward Strong by itself. Yeah, when you compare Ed's Fireball to like Jury's SF4 Fireball, which works pretty much the same way, It's night and day. Cool. Jerry's fireball was really hard to do anything about in SF4 because the actual fireball release had so little time associated with it. Like, technically speaking, charging the fireball then releasing it made it one of the longest startup fireballs in the game. But because you could do the charge by itself, the opponent couldn't easily like do something anticipating the charge because there's a good chance Jerry could just not throw the fireball and then block it. And same with the release. Like, the release was actually fairly quick if you just did it by itself. I think you can get unblockable out of that somehow. Maybe it's like having a low hit at the same time as a Shadow's jump attack or something. Nice infinite. Is he gonna reactivate once he gets to 50%? He's getting kind of low, I'm scared. I'd reactivate now. I don't know. Looks like he's not gonna drop it. Cool. The greatest thing about those infinites is that they removed them in one of the patches for this game and the balance got worse. Cody can't block right now. This is like a horrible scenario. This is like over for Cody. If you get a grounded VSM custom combo, they do hella damage and chip. But it's difficult to get long, continuous pressure like that on a grounded opponent. You often need to launch them. Cody's real neat in this game. Hi. It's literally to prevent stall, I think. It like was harmless. I don't know why they removed it. I know why they removed cross-up Tatsu, I guess. I don't approve, but I guess I understand. But yeah, it's like turtling that they didn't like. Now Ryu has like no reason to jump in Tatsu at all. I'll have you know that Sakura also doesn't have a cross-up Tatsu. I don't know if she had a cross-up Tatsu in SF4, to be honest. I've never seen anyone do it. Kage has a good cross-up Tatsu, or situationally good. Good with V's in V trigger. All the Shadows have the air combo into Tatsu, air cancel into Tatsu, except Ken, I think. That's kind of cool. I do like that. I use that quite a lot. Sakura jump strong Tatsu. That originated in Cross Tekken, actually. Boing, boing, boing. A lot of decisions in SF5 were kind of needlessly made to simplify the game. I've had a video planned about that forever. However, I don't address that question. Shout out to Chun-Li and Neutral Jump Roundhouse for still existing. That's like SF5 in general. So let's take this away and not give him anything to make up for it. So, Zeism Ryu, also known as Zeism. There's probably as many characters who have it as don't have it in this game. The corner jump, crouch cancel infinites. I want to see this Ryu do like a super. He picked Aism. Let's do one. He's got cheap alpha counters for that super. You think he'd use one? I'm scared. Look at that bar. Cody activates, it's like over. Zeism gives you actual supers. Most characters have 2 or 3. Also, the price of an alpha counter is cheaper. It costs half of a Vism bar, but it only costs a third of a Zeism bar. If you've ever played CVS2, C-Groove works very similar to Zeism in this game. But the level 2 supers don't cancel. They just do damage in between the level 1 and level 3 supers. Cody only dodges in Vism, I think. Don't quote me. Pretty sure. Because he's got an ordinary guard bar in the other ones. Look at that guard bar. If Cody ever has to block, it's fucked. It's like beyond fucked when you're that low. Like Ryu's close to roundhouse by itself will break Cody's guard when it's that short. He had to never give up pressure there. See something like that. See how Ryu got the sweep and then got jump fierce into like low short. Ooh, cool. Using the late hits of the Tatsu to launch. Cool, combo from the overhead. Now this is starting to get ugly. Yeah, see that with that jump, without that jump out, he would have gotten guard broken. Oh, that didn't. I can't believe that didn't guard break. You have to like get hit on purpose a lot if you're at low guard like this. What the fuck, my scrub ass? No, I haven't played it. I like warned everyone I probably wouldn't care about it. I've only seen footage like once. Ooh. Sloppy the Cody. Oh, it begins. Nope, doesn't begin. This could still easily go Ryu's favor. Oh, he wanted that to guard break. This is it. Oh, the air reset was so smart. He jumped out. Damn, that does a lot of stun too. Yup, he had no way out of that. If he activated, it wouldn't have been invincible. If he blocked, he was dead. If he got hit, he was dead. That was just a kill scenario after he got the Tatsu. Oof. You don't see Akuma that often in this game, despite the fact that I think he's top 1. I'll have you know I actually get told my taste is trash. Not even ironically. Korean in Alpha 3 is usually regarded to be high tier, but might be secret top. She's got probably the best V-trigger VSM combos in the game. She can convert almost everything into an infinite on paper, but it's quite hard to do. Any successful ground or air throw, command grab. A lot of her, ooh, that was cool. A lot of her Rekka stuff. Dalsum is always a near unplayed character, even in games where he's great. Dalsum players are just their own little entity. Dalsum can be top tier, and only Dalsum players will play Dalsum. Dalsum can be bottom tier, and all those same players will play Dalsum. Dalsum players don't care about Dalsum's tier. And they're not common. Yeah. Ryu is probably one of the most played characters in this game. Akuma as well, actually. Very common to see those two. You get a decent character variety, though. A lot of different characters see play, even though the balance of this game is... It's not amazing, it's not horrible. It's about standard for the era this game came out. Late 90s. Better than ST, worse than SF4. Cool. Karin. Yes. Otherwise there'd be no purpose for it. The air activate to dodge the DP. But he ended up just using all his bar. SF5 Dalsum players seem to like Dalsum. That makes me happy, I suppose. That being said, there don't appear to be that many of them. That was a nice escape there of the corner. Never mind. Yeah, Ryu's activation stuff is real nice. Pow. Ryu has like good mid-screen and corner juggles in Vism. And he's also got ridiculous chip and ridiculous mix-ups on a cornered opponent. Hit her out of the Risen, huh? The parry. Ryu didn't bite, and then he punished it. Mujinka. That was a kill combo he dropped. He could have dropped Ryu onto the ground and then command grabbed him for the kill. I'm sure there are people already playing Discord D&D. If that's what we're talking about. What about Firelight Kick that goes half screen and cancelable medium kick? Do you miss those? Mujinka. I want something more marvelous for our next Street Fighter. I don't need tags and teams and stuff. Just something where the combo system is a lot more unlocked. Cross Tekken, I suppose, would be a decent example. Oh yeah, Whiff and Rasenha's into Command Grab, OTG, into Infinite. How about that? How do you guys feel about this? Oh, we dropped it. Karina honestly only needs 50% Vism to be good. Huge stun on that. She's probably only a couple hits away. And now he's getting some meter back. I would have pursued it, if it was me. Ryu's jumping combos can actually touch with stun in this game, and even shorter versions of them can get near stun. That being said, I think Vism Ryu has lower stun than the other ones. I think there's something really good to be said about a fighting game where it's like, what did people find this week? It was really intense in the initial weeks of Marvel 3 being out. And it's just like, you know, literally every single week, like, someone would come in with some new bullshit. That might have been unblockable. Because he's crossing up, the Korean gets hit towards him instead of away. And then he can get the low and overhead hits simultaneously, I think. Cool. Cody's usually regarded to be like mid-tier, but he's very technical. There have been some players who have done a lot of work with him. Off the top of my head, Ver is one of the game's best players. VER. And I think he's a Cody main, although he seems to play everyone. Yeah, Cody's super unique. He's one of the better characters with Crouch Cancel Infinite. Uh-oh. Is it going to happen? Oh, look how much that does. If he gets guard broken, that's an infinite. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Blanca's time stop was a fucking exploit. They patched it. What new exploit came out of it? Nothing. No, it's possible to not have something busted. You just want an equal amount of busted things. It's okay if one character has something busted if everyone else has like busted stuff too. You can see that in the top tier of Third Strike, and by the top tier I mean like the top half of the cast. Almost every character has something really grimy. All versions of Ryu in all Street Fighter games, Street Fighter 4 free. That game was very kind to Ryu's design, even by Ultra. Rika, how do you feel about a BAF Cup tomorrow for Omega? Eddie! The corrupt cop from Final Fight. Cool. And the stun. Oh, he has one of those? That's cool. Omega T-Hawk is one of the shining examples of Omega. He's got much better design than Ultra Hawk. One of the big question marks for most people regarding Omega is whether the design is actually better. Like, obviously some characters are better and worse, but the real question is whether the design itself is better or worse. Oh, that's not quite a touch of guard break at that. He needs to be on his final bar for it to be a touch of guard break. Anyway, I think T-Hawk's Omega design is like objectively better than his fucking Ultra design. Oh, the invincibility. Oh, this is dire. I was fiddling with T-Hawk recently and I found he has low short stand jab as a link. Omega T-Hawk. Ultra T-Hawk would die for that. The key to Omega Hawk is just how nutty Spire is. It's a 2-bar Ultra setup for either Ultra. And it's also a combo ender for like any combo. So it actually gives you conversions on his good ass normals. The jumping stuff is nice too. Street Fighter 4, the internet was a thing. And that game still developed quite a long time. Same with Marvel 3. Tech is still developing Marvel 3. Yeah, and with games like Omega or Infinite or Cross Tekken, you have the issue that tech isn't like being shared or even developed a lot of the time. Acho is the arcade itself. Sometimes these are tournaments. I think this one is. And they'll be like weeklies. But sometimes they'll be just literally casuals from that day. I like know those words, I think. This right here. I think literally that's like big meat, isn't it? No, this is something else. I think this is meat. Man, hold on, I need to look at The kanji. Ah, fuck, they're both pronounced the same way. That makes it even harder. I don't know which one's Imas. I know this one in Chinese is like low, but I don't know in fucking Japanese at all. This one might be Taisho or something. I need to look at how Taisho is written. I don't think that's the right Taisho. No, I don't know. Don't know what those two are. It's something related to that though. Post-nut suicidal phase. One time I saw a Foul Bachelor Frog that was like, the top text was like, nut, and the bottom text was, close 40 suddenly disgusting tabs. And I was like, Sex is gross when you're in that moment of clarity. For a lot of characters, the only way to be invincible in this game is deactivate or like a super. Oh, there's the alpha counter. See, he like lost the guard bar anyway by doing the alpha counter. But he kept the low guard, like, you know, he's still about to get guard broken. And if he actually gets guard broken, then he lost 2 and some meter. Really ugly scenario. Damn, I know about edging. That's like the opposite of me. I'm in a hurry. Can't come too soon. Oh, it's over. What's this? We got some Melty. It's tiny. Why is it so small? Do you guys like Melty? This game looks so pretty. I like the movement in it. The combos look cool too. A lot of combos just end in like a reset, Marvel style. But a lot of them also end in air throws, which seems to be a relatively optimal way to end a combo. Meter looks near useless. Depends on the character. Supers don't do that much. They're usually very short and don't do a whole lot of damage. A lot of supers are more like EX moves in this game, I think. Like the input for a super will just be like a special move motion, but with the C instead of A or B. Why isn't Arcwade real? Why isn't Neko Arc real? Dude, what happened to Dragon Ball FighterZ? Where'd it go? All I know is that it has no entrance to Evo. And a lot of people are super dissatisfied with it, but like I haven't been playing it. And by that I mean I've never played it. So like I haven't been following the scene at all. Does it just get solved? Is that it? What's everyone's current beef? Is it just because the dev like dropped attention on it? I know that happened. It's like a lot of the issues of the game are like known bounce issues of the game, and like Arxis is just like, yeah, whatever. I can't imagine that the DBZ and Smash crowd would be that overlapping. Pay to win DLC. Is that what I'm hearing? Mortal Kombat had pay to win DLC, but at least all of them got patched. Excluding like Martian Manhunter and Batgirl back in Injustice 1 era. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at when I watch this game. Damn, is Evo in a month? I want you guys to know that, you know those sharing size bags of M&Ms? I eat a whole one of those by myself every Evo. That's like my tradition. I push the limits of how many M&Ms one person can eat in a day. You don't like the name Reese Biff Stridberg? I'm completely indifferent to plain and peanut. They're both perfect for their own reasons. I also really like coconut and the coffee ones. However, I prefer plain and peanut, I think. It's like a whim. Coconut M&Ms are pretty hard to find nowadays. I don't like crisp. Peanut butter's okay, but as someone who loves peanut butter, I don't like peanut butter M&Ms that much. Almond is fine. How about Battle for the Grid, Power Rangers getting crossplay? DLC and crossplay. How do you guys feel about that? We got 3 majors this weekend. I can't even remember the last time I had Reese's Pieces. They're not even chocolate, right? They're just peanut butter. I can't even imagine the fucking mindset that they went into designing that. That's just so weird to me that you have like the candy that's like known as the definitive chocolate peanut butter candy, and then you make a fucking piece for it and it doesn't have one of the 2 main things. Yeah, Melty's the original poverty anime game. I can't think of a fucking older or more poverty anime game off the top of my head. Old Guilty Gear. Like Guilty Gear 1 or whatever. Last Blue wasn't before Melty. Last Blue's first game was Calamity Trigger, wasn't it? Melty predates that by a while. I don't know when Actress Again Current Code came out. People who started anime games with BlazBlue are probably like the fucking 09ers of the anime scene. I remember what's his face, the fucking black monster man. Arachna. I remember he was really nutty in CT. He's pretty nutty in every version of the game, to be honest. Carl's been busted in every game, hasn't he? He's like a pure, he's like the true doll character. You got a couple pretend doll characters there too. But Carl gives you like full control. That's too powerful. Having two characters is too powerful. Carl's crazy. I can't even imagine being a Carl main. Carl is literally the most technical character I've seen in any fighting game. Even Relius is like not as extensive. You don't have as much control over the doll as Carl does. With Celica, you can't even like separate them, right? They're just one character who are two people. Damn, I kind of want to watch some Leslie now. I'd put on some fucking cross tag battle, but I don't even think people touch the Blast Blue characters in that game. Every time I watch it, it's like Persona and Ruby. I should say Eunice and Ruby. Not even that much Persona. People seem to not even go near the Blazblue characters. They seem to be the least played. And there's the most of them too. I've literally not worked on my game one time since Mortal Kombat 11 came out because my free time I either stream or I make Mortal Kombat 11 videos. And the other day I actually made an Omega SF4 video, but I went to put it on ShoryukenTube and I realized I didn't have the login anymore. And I like told Waveflame, I was like, hey, I lost the login. He was like, okay, let me go find it. And that was my last interaction. So it's done, I could just put it up. I can put it up on my own channel if I want to. But since all the other ones so far are on ShoryukenTube, I don't know, I'm not getting paid by Shoryuken anymore. They're having some bad financial issues with one of the advertisers. There's a good deal with an advertiser that's like falling flat, but they can't break the deal. Something going on. I don't know if I'm even at liberty to talk about it. But because of that, like most people at Shoryuken haven't been even working. It's like 2 people doing everything right now. You might notice if you go to the Shoryuken front page, and 1, new stories aren't that common, and 2, every single story is uploaded by like 1 or 2 people. I'm willing to work for free for a little bit of stuff, you know. I want Shoryuken Tube to be big, but also I want my own channel to be big. I've done the BB trials, but I've never streamed it. I streamed the cross tag battle trials. I remember Inuyasha being big. The thing is that Mega is very distinctly me. Very few people have given a shit about that. I could just take every Omega video I put on Shoryuken Tube and just put it on my own channel if I want to. I don't even know. I've never talked to anyone at Shoryuken on whether I could do that. They pretty much just left it up to me. Oh, you're quite welcome. But it's just all the ones you guys have already seen if you've followed on Shoryuken Tube. When I started putting stuff on Shoryuken Tube, it went from like 4K to like 12K like overnight. It's kind of cool. But even now, I think it's only at like 14K or something. Now, there's a lot of people who don't know about Omega. I'm just saying, like, there's definitely interest for it. People watch the videos and they click the up thumb and whatnot. The engagement is quite good. I'm just saying, yeah, there's like literally no one else is making content for it except me. So putting it on Shoryuken Tube versus my own channel is kind of weird. When it could be called my signature. It's not on my channel. Signature as a content creator. I don't remember a thing about Inuyasha. I never saw it. But culturally, all I remember about it is memes about fucking Inuyasha yelling Kagome and Kagome yelling Inuyasha. And then teen girls wanting to fuck Inuyasha. Whatever happened to Weeb girls? Are they still around? Are they normies now? Or rather, are normies the Weeb girls? Sesshomaru too. If you've ever been on fanfiction.net, you know how fucking... You know about weird, lonely internet girls. There are fanfictions. Oh, I don't know. I've definitely felt strong things reading fanfiction before. Although I haven't read any fanfiction since, like, I was 14. Or not any, like, serious ones. I've definitely read a lot of meme ones. Remember during my review weapon fight? Anyone remember that? My most recent playthrough of Final Fantasy VII, during the Ruby weapon fight, I read the fanfiction where Ash and Pikachu get married and have a kid. I don't remember the name of it. It's like Pikachu gets pregnant. What were you eating that you chipped your teeth on breakfast? I'm very curious, and also that sucks, and my condolences. Why are teeth so damn permanent? Why can't you just lose a tooth and grow it back? The human condition is so shitty. Give me some goddamn stem cells, or robot teeth or something. Draco Malfoy is popular among teen girls. I saw the new Switch. Generally positive opinions, although I don't need to pick one up because I already have a current Switch. Just losing a little bit of gyroscopic, or rather, you can't disassemble, you can't like pull the Joy-Cons off, so the gyroscopic stuff needs to be done by shaking the whole goddamn thing. Reptilians are a dang meme. Longer battery life is the thing that really caught my attention. I was like, damn, I can't play the Switch for more than a few hours before it's like plugged me in. It feels like it lasts longer if you play it continuously, I feel, than if you like leave it somewhere. It's like its sleep mode consumes a lot of power somehow. The price point looks decent. Is it smaller? God, that much? I've been playing Zodiac Age finally, the Switch version. It makes me want to stream it every time I play it, but I've already played through the entire game twice on stream, I think. At least once anyway. Once and a half. I think it'd be kind of funny if I did a playthrough on stream and I just did a mono character run without saying anything about it. It's like, oh yeah, Bosch is really fast. And he's, or not really fast, really strong. I think this would make him an excellent machinist. Ash has really good magic stats and physical stats. She's got a nice balance between them. For this reason, I'll make her a machinist. And at the end, I just got 6 machinists. And then I play through the game like that, mono machinist. I think you probably could do that with, like Samurai Black Mage. Unfortunately, most ultimate weapons you can't get duplicates. Oh yeah, the RNG method doesn't work for the Switch version, which made me sad. The RNG shuffles on its own on the Switch version, but not on the PS4 or like PC version or the PS2. So you can't like just grind the RNG to like force drops. Which means if I ever want a Zodiac Spear, I've got to actually manually run into a room fucking 100 times. I haven't actually gotten to the point where you can respec jobs yet. It's like 2 per character, I think, isn't it? You can't just do it infinitely. It's like 1 reshuffle. I don't even know how that works. Is it like every character has 2 specializations and that's that? Can you be both at once? Or are you just literally like a pure single character? I need someone who's actually played deep into it to like figure out, tell me what's going on there. I distinctly remember in IZJS, it's like, choose carefully because you could never change it. And the line in the Zodiac Age is like, choose carefully but you can change later. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like as good as it could possibly be, I think. It's a perfect system. Switch only, Zodiac Age is on a bunch. I think that the optimal team wouldn't have one of each job. And I would even go as far as to say the optimal team would probably have a whole bunch of samurais and red mages and black mages. The jobs are definitely not created equal if they didn't change them at all from IZJS. Some are really good and some are really bad. The utility ones, Archer, Shikari, and Machinist, were all very shrug, I remember. Although guns themselves are pretty good. Time Mage was useful. Time Mage ended up being pretty good. The other 3 mages are nutty. They're all like super good. Black Mage, Red Mage, and White Mage are all like super duper useful. Monk was okay. All the DPS classes are okay. But they, like, Breaker was probably the worst of them. Alon might have been the best just purely because of the Zodiac Spear. But, like, what are the other 2? Samurai and Knight are both quite good. Breaker's, the fact that Breaker's skills work on bosses is cool. It's pretty fucking useful. But Breaker weapons are not very good, I feel. Especially when compared to like Samurai and Alon. Even if you don't have the Zodiac Spear, like the next best spear is really crazy, whatever it is, Dragon Whisker. Mono Monk would be fun. Damn, that's a cool looking combo. I watched an archive footage, like one of these, that was like this character on the right hand side, Shion. It was like her on like a continuous win streak for like an hour. And by the end of it, I knew exactly how the character worked, and I like wanted to main her and play the game. She's super cool. The way the ammo works is pretty neat. The way the combos work is super, super cool. Oh yeah, I got the days off for Evo. I talked to my boss yesterday. I was just like, I asked for 5 days off a year, give them to me. And he was like, yeah, right on. Oh, I'm not going to fucking Evo, fuck that. I don't leave my house. Good lord. I hate traveling, dude. I spent most of my youth being forced to travel, and I feel nothing but resentment towards traveling. If I never had to leave my house, I would, like, never leave my house. I only leave for food and work. My own house is so optimized to my own comfort, you know what I mean? How many of those bullets can you do? Can you just keep on going until you're out of ammo? I should put that on a Tinder profile. If you're a girl that likes sitting on couches, I too like sitting on couches. Is Saber anywhere in this game? I forget. Sad. That reload is so quick. This is the DP. The characters look like they have a lot of freedom, but when I actually fiddled around with this game, I realized that a lot of the movement was actually a lot more stiff than it looks. The movement's in a very good place, I feel, the way the air dashes work. Or double jumps. Cool. The re-land in the middle of that combo. I have been watching this for a while. When is Riviera? I want to beat that game. It's my first time playing it since I played it I like tried to stream it one time and I didn't get super far. I only got like through part of the first world. So apart from the time I beat it, I'm like the deepest I've been since the first time I played it. And that was when it came out. That was like 2004 or whatever. It's like a dive kick super that he just whiffed. That's cool. I liked Len in the 2 little seconds I was playing this game. The cat witch thing. I like the one with the meaty ice spear things. I like all the girls in Eunice from what I've seen.
Ooh.
Cat meme character. That must be Neko Arc. That must be Neko Arc Black. There's like a twin one too, isn't there? One of the Neko Arcs and like one of the maids. I don't understand how the twin characters work in this game, and I'd never see anyone pick them. There's a lot of characters I don't see anyone pick. The roster of this game is actually quite large, but the actual gameplay is only a very small number of characters. Yeah, that Neko Arc Chaos. That's that guy with no fucking vowels in his name. Nero. Goddamn, thanks for the help, everyone. Arcade is the first character I ever saw from this game. And I was like, damn, that's a cute wife. It's the skirt, I think. The skirt really sells this character. Her animation is real nice too. The way the wind pushes on her clothes. That turtleneck thing too. She does look like comfy in her outfit. She looks like she was relaxing on a couch immediately prior to the fight starting. So what's going on with Max and Crescent? When you get to 300%, you automatically get put into max mode or whatever. And then is it just infinite super? And then when it ends you get put down at 200%? Is that what's going on? Heat mode seems to leave you at 0%. There's a lot going on the screen. A lot of meters. See, you have 29 and 34 next to the moons. I have no idea what those are. I get the moons a little bit. I get the guard bars. It's pretty straightforward. The supers I understand most of. Oh, it's just color? It's the color of your outfit all this time. That's pretty simple. Reverse beat looks pretty good. I think Full Moon doesn't have that at all. But the other two get a lot of abuse out of it. The moons are like halfway between grooves and variations, aren't they? Because I think the characters themselves can change depending on what moon they pick. Is this like a shitty Unil demake? The animation on her whiffing that looks so good. That overhead looks super abusive. Being able to chain into an overhead is pretty quick too. And she gets full combos out of it like nothing. FGC speed dating show? Is this real? I haven't had a conversation with Gutex in a long time. What's the girl equivalent of fighting games? Date someone who does that. Tetris. Cooking, whoa! Maybe. To be honest, the male equivalent of cooking is also cooking. The Sims. Is it The Sims or is it like Animal Crossing? Oh, I date a girl who did makeup tutorials in an instant. As long as she knew clown makeup. That would be the deal breaker for me. I've always wanted to fuck a clown. You guys are the real clowns here. I've never even seen this character. Hisui, it's one of the maids. I've seen her on the character select. When I make my video game, I'm gonna have another version of the game where every single person is wearing clown makeup and they just deliver all their same lines, but at the end of every line it says honk honk. What do you guys think? I'll make a clown sprite for everyone. Neither of those will ever happen. My life is already a standstill. She's breaking tables against you, I think. Chairs? That reverse beat jab. Well, choice clown emoji. Where's the bedpan move? These animations are great. It should. Look at all the health she got back. Throwing mirrors at you and shit. I hope so. I hope she squirts water on your face, like during the deed. It could be Alka-Seltzer if you want. I hope you give her a cream pie and then she gives you a cream pie back, if you know what I mean. Oh my fuck. 13-yard tampon. Clown fetishism is unironically but also ironically hilarious. Clowns are funny even in the bedroom. I read fanfiction during FF9 too. During the hunt, I had like 13 free minutes.